I rolled dice. There was still some sick part of me that wanted to keep playing this game rather than Undertale Yellow because, like I said already in part 2 of that playthrough, I really wasn't finding it all that fun, personally, to play. I still want to play it through to the end. Who knows, my opinion on it might change. But in the end, I couldn't decide, so I rolled dice. And the dice said I'm gonna continue playing this game because it hates me.
Do you find yourself eating the same food in Minecraft? When there's 41 foods in the game, there eventually comes a point where you start picking favorites. Much like having kids, which is why this video I will be ordering all 41 of them from worst to best, ranked primarily by how useful they are, how cool they are, and how common. Then I'll just ship them around randomly just because of promise. Let's get on with the list. I'm Jack. In last place is Tropical Fish.
I usually always play with myself for main quests and stuff, but I want change in appearance. I will roll dice. From 1 to 10. If I roll a 1, it simply means I don't change characters. A 3. What the fuck is this? Apart from Amber, this is a workable team. At least it's better than having fucking Furina. Or not Furina. The fuck's your name? Faruzan. Close enough. A Quicken team. With Zakros as the main driver, with Faruzan serving as the support. Wacky. Why is there a legal advisor in this in this outlaw land?
Yep, there's the room, and it's empty and waiting for us as promised. Navia is such a good person. Now that the serial disappearances case has been solved, no one's going to come after us for
Regardless
anything.
of what I played,
Even
I was
without
only
Silver standing guard, we
we
can just completely relax. Why don't we stay and rest up here for a while? Even machines in Fontaine need to stop and recharge. Oh, come on. This place isn't that bad. Besides, huh? Oh, fine. Remember that detective story Paimon read before? Well, the author is about to release a new book, so Paimon wanted to buy it as soon as it came out and have a quiet place to read it. Yippee! Then it's agreed. Come on, let's get some sleep. We'll need to be up first thing in the morning to get in line and buy a copy.
I imagine it's better to buy books after the release hype is worn down. They'd still definitely be in stock,
Paimon
but
didn't
there'd be a
expect
lack
that
of
style at all. Even though it's a detective novel, it's also like a social documentary. No! Paimon just spends a bit more time sleeping than you, that's all.
Excuse me, but do you know if the Traveler and Paimon are lodging here?
The Traveler and Paimon are
Who are you? Paimon doesn't recall seeing you before. Wait, you're not here to give us trouble, are you?
A blonde traveler and a chatty little fairy. Whew, looks like I found the place. Good thing I asked the Spina di Rosula. Seems they sent me the right way. It's an honor to meet you both. I was sent from the Palais Mermonia. Monsieur Neuvillette wishes to see you. It seems he has something important to discuss in person.
Neuvillette?
This Archon
He wants
quest
to
has
see
been
us
just as
again
good so
already?
far as
But
Maybe
that's
this
so much the
Archon
last
quest,
time
to
we
be
met.
honest.
Has something happened since then?
which is really sad
I am
because
not privy to the details.
the
It would
Inazuma
be
Archon
best if you
quest
came to the
really
Palais
just sucked.
Mermonia and asked Monsieur Neuvillette in person.
If you say so, but Paimon
Considering
has
how
a bad
good
feeling about this.
the NMO and Geo Archon
Now
quests
that I've
were as
delivered
well.
the message, I'll
The
take my
fact
leave.
that midway through, well, not really midway through,
We
but a
haven't left the
third
room
of the
for a
way
few
through, I
days, so
guess.
we'll head over once we've freshened up a bit.
You just need to deal with big fucking yukata wearing booba lady and her stupid shut-in tendencies. And the stupid civil war that goes nowhere. Where am I going? Oh. Yeah, climbing out of here is a pain. Wait, why are we talking to Neuvillette? What the fuck is going on?
Added all the way back in 1.7 as a rare drop called clownfishes, and then updated in 1.13 into the tropical fish we know today. What makes them so shit? Well, let me tell you something. When you think of tropical fish, you won't think of something colorful and cursive. But that's exactly what tropical fishes are. They look pretty in an aquarium, but they all become evil when they die anyway.
Neuvillette! We're here! Did you want to see us about something? Huh? Why were you just standing?
Yes, I did send someone to fetch you. But as for what I'd like to discuss,
Given that we've already made the trip here, you should just tell us. Bet you need a...
I do indeed have something I'd like to ask you to do. However, you should wait until after I tell you the details, then decide for yourselves whether you... The situation is... If I'm understanding you correctly, the Snezhnayan Harbinger known as the Knave has essentially requested a diplomatic meeting with you, correct? I heard that she was originally from Fontaine, but for her to suddenly arrive here and abruptly request such a meeting like this, I sincerely advise you to refuse her invitation outright. I'm sure you're aware that her purpose is most likely related to Child's recent predicament. We convicted one of the Snezhnayan Harbingers in a court of law, but we have yet to provide any form of detailed report on the matter. I believe we should adopt an evasive stance until we can provide a proper explanation and have a preliminary plan on how to deal with the matter.
No, we shouldn't. I think we should agree to the meeting.
Oh?
Why?
Well, you see, we are the ones that owe an explanation. If we keep putting off the meeting, it could easily result in the problem escalating, right?
Wow, you're
It's
owning
like-
to your mistake
Like
rather
a
than
fight
running.
between two friends. If they don't agree to see each other and talk in person, isn't it possible that the friendship could end entirely?
Though diplomatic relations between Fontaine and Snezhnaya could be considered as friendly, it is only superficially so.
It was just an analogy. And
Moreover, even if we were to talk in person, if we don't have sufficient information prepared, it is quite possible the result wouldn't be restored relations, but a complete falling out.
I don't think we should overthink those possibilities yet. Ahem. Even if the logic of the Besides, Besides, you'll
Bruh.
be at the meeting. If any problems do pop up,
I must clarify that interacting and communicating with people outside of court is not my cup of tea. But more importantly, when did I agree to join the meeting?
You mean you won't come? No, that won't do. I can't go to the meeting alone. You have to accompany me. I must take you with me.
Lady Farina, could there be something else regarding this matter that is being kept from me?
No, not at all. Look, I am the Hydro-Archon of Fontaine, Focalor, the god of justice who is loved and adored by many. So I only hope that justice will be served in this matter. Don't overthink it. I'll go find someone to arrange the meeting.
It's us.
Though it could officially be considered a diplomatic conference, I prefer to see our meeting today as an ordinary.
Oh, it
I
already
assume
happened.
you see it the same way, Miss Farina? Lady Farina?
Yes, that's right. Just like you said, a teapot to make this tea party even more lively.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Monsieur Neuvillette. I was born in Fontaine, so naturally, there's no need to introduce the nation's revered you.
Hello. The pleasure is also mine.
First, I would like to thank the two of you. I'm often away on business outside of Fontaine, and I'm told that the children of the House of the Harp... Oh, I'm not referring to when my children, Linny and Lynette, were falsely accused. The children of the House of the Hearth are often misunderstood, perhaps due to the reputation of the Fatui. All I meant to say is that Fontaine has been stable in recent years. That is something truly worth cherishing.
Now then, you have come regarding the matter of child, correct?
Well, yes. It appears the ever-busy Iudex Neuvillette... Yes. As you surmised, understanding, as we are both diplomats from Snezhnaya as well as Fatui harbingers, Child and I have always been colleagues. Were anything to happen in Fontaine, each of us would serve as the other's attorney to resolve the issue. So now, in my capacity as his attorney, I request that Child be turned over to Snezhnaya.
The rules governing attorneys only apply before a trial has concluded. Since a verdict has already been rendered, we see the case as settled. I apologize for being unable to grant your request.
Bruh.
An outright refusal. Very well.
I'm
I
more
respect all
outraged
the
by the
rules
fact
of
that
Fontaine's
anyone can
courts,
just be a
just as I
defense attorney
respect
in
you as
Fontaine's
Chief
law.
Justice. Okay, why don't we back up a step? You don't need to transfer Child to us. I only request to enter the fortress of Meripede to see Child and It's not like you couldn't even manage to fulfill a simple request like that.
The fortress of Meripede has always been completely autonomous. Even we have no authority to interfere. However, if you absolutely must
Go to jail yourself, lol. Yeah,
The
you
knave
would...
showed up already? Well, Linny did say that father will be returning soon. We didn't even know that Linny was from the House of the Hearth at the time, so we kinda overlooked that
so
information.
Arlecchino goes by he/him pronouns? Am I getting this correctly?
Yes, thank you for your kind advice. I also noticed that Lady Farina acts a little odd and unnatural whenever...
Could the knave be?
If that were the case, then why wouldn't Lady Farina inform me? And what means could...
So maybe that's not very likely.
In reality, this problem is even more thorny than it appears. According to reports from the Fortress of Meripede, Child recently disappeared. The details are still unclear. We cannot rule out an escape, but there have also been no reports of him out. Special guards oversee the fortress, and its internal systems are extensive. Combined with the special characteristics of the surrounding terrain, an escape should not be possible. I was only willing to share this information with you because you are friends of Child.
So this is what you wanted to see.
Yes. I would like you to go. This was my proposal during our meeting with the Knave. Rather than allowing her to intervene, I offered to... The Knave did not seem satisfied by my proposal, but she still agreed to go along with it for the time being.
So that means we bought ourselves some time.
Firstly, you're already acquainted with Child. Your eyes may discern relevant details there. And secondly, is the consideration of the unique nature...
Isn't it just Fontaine's prison?
I would not define it so crudely. The Fortress of Meripede is not affiliated with the court system of Fontaine. Early in Fontaine's history, criminals were punished with exile, not imprisonment. Even today, sentences against convicted criminals still include exile, just as before. The Fortress of Meripede may seem like a prison, but it should all we do is dispatch guards to keep watch and help maintain security. But we have no... Although I do have a personal relationship with the administrator there, neither myself nor the courts have the right to be
Oh, Paimon gets it now. That's why you need us to conduct our own investigation as a third party, right?
Correct. I will arrange false charges against you so that you may secretly investigate inside the fortress during your detention.
Nice.
This will save us a lot of
Really?
unnecessary trouble. So, are you two willing to accept my proposal?
Yeah, no matter how you look at it, it seems we're the best choice. Alright, we hereby accept this difficult task. Reluctantly.
You two have my sincere thanks. This matter is of critical importance to Fontaine's current situation. Also, I hope that both of you can keep this operation a secret. We will rendezvous at the Fortress of Meripede's entrance on Irenaeus once you've prepared yourselves. I will arrange for someone to take you inside.
Prepared ourselves? Is there something we need to prepare?
Your sanity.
Perhaps you could enjoy a good meal and have a nice bath. I'm afraid that living conditions inside the fortress are nothing like those on the outside world.
All right! Even though we'll be there on trumped-up charges, we'll be in prison for real. On second thought, is it too late to back out?
Please do not worry. Since you are sacrificing both your time and quality of life for the sake, you will be compensated according to the highest standards permitted to legal staff.
Now that's more like it. Come on, traveler, let's go eat the best meal we can find. We'll eat so much that we won't need to eat another meal for a whole month. Your treat.
Are you leaving now? In that case, please take this cake as a token of my...
Part of the reason I wanted to change
But that's just standard procedure.
is so I can have a tall person. Should I accept this quest? I feel like I might forget about it. If I don't do it now that I know it's here. Well, I was recording, god dang it. Oh my god. expect to land.
Paimon will have that, and that. Oh, and one of those too. No Fonta, thank you. That cake was pretty good. But as soon as Paimon remembered that we're about to go to prison, now that Paimon thinks about it, we've always been super careful ever since we arrived in Fontaine. Just to avoid breaking any strange laws. But here we are, about to willingly send ourselves off to the Fortress of Meropide. Maybe this is what they call fate. Let's just try our best to investigate everything quickly once we get there. Paimon doesn't want to stay in prison too long.
That Charlotte.
Oh, what is that I hear? Is it the taste of a breaking story?
Hey, you
We
can't
committed
hear a
committed
taste.
crime. We're
What
going
are
to
you
the
doing
Fortress
here,
of
Charlotte?
Meropide now.
Oh, don't remind me. I invited an eyewitness to a case to eat here, and I was planning to get some great material out of him. But he didn't even show up. Calm down, calm down. This is nothing new. As a journalist, you should be used to this by now. As long as you can score some juicy tidbits from the traveler, you might still be able to recover the cost of the meal.
You know we can still hear you.
Never mind. It's nothing. I just heard you mention the Fortress of...
No way! We would never! We're just going there to, Oh no, Paimon almost forgot that Neuvillette told us to keep it a secret!
Huh? You're being arrested for that? Oh. But now that I think about it, I suppose that's not completely unreasonable. That's pretty despicable. Almost as offensive as committing theft.
agree. Oh my god,
You
amen.
mean Paimon really did something that serious? Sorry, Paimon really messed up.
Well, in that case, it's nothing particularly newsworthy after all. Oh, how disappointing. Oh, right. There's still a chance. Since you're going to be at the Fortress of Meropide,
What?
would you be willing...
About that,
Oh, it's nothing difficult. All you have to do is think of a way to get some time face-to-face with the warden of the fortress.
I think that's going to be another
He was
moment.
awarded the honorary title of Duke in Fontaine.
What?
Sounds really cool, huh? Only those who have made significant contributions to the nation have... On top of that, the Fortress of Meropide has never been under the jurisdiction of the courts. Practically nobody, including journalists like me, knows anything about the person in charge. Oh, if I could write an exclusive article about him,
you make it sound easy, but it really depends.
Of course, I wouldn't ask you to do it for free.
All right, you got a deal. We'll do it.
Then it's settled. The food should be here any second, right? Huh? Wait, just how much did you order?
Amazing.
Oh, Paimon's so full. Well, guess we have nothing to regret now, so let's get going.
I had no idea you could eat so much. That didn't go according to plan. Please, please, don't forget about the material for my news article.
But Paimon was saying something. Whatever. I don't know, I can teleport here. This is the entrance? The way I got in, I just essentially let myself get caught.
Alright, Neverlet, we're ready. Is this where the entrance is?
I
You've
never knew.
come, just as promised. Yes, this is the one and only entrance to the fortress of Meripede from Irenaeus. Careful. You may want to step back a bit.
Whoa! So you have to go down from here? Is the prison underwater?
Utilizing both the barrier of the water as well as the fear humans have of the depths, the fortress, but do not worry, is not nearly as frightening inside as you may
Paimon hopes you're right. Don't know.
Oh, and there's one more thing. I mentioned that I have had personal dealings with the administrator of the fortress.
Yeah, we heard about him too.
Correct. He is the highest-ranking manager of the underwater prison. Even though you are going there to the Duke rarely ever leaves the fortress of Meripede, but that does not mean he is not privy to all that is happening inside and outside the fortress. He is... All right. That's about all the time that we have to talk privately.
Don't worry, we won't let.
Good.
I'm here, Monsieur Neuvillette. These two are the newest convicts, I presume? Don't worry.
Like we would.
Please follow me, you two. I'll process your paperwork.
You're fucking kidding me. No. No fucking way. It's because I started this stupid fucking quest? Or no, this is something else? Alright, what do I do? Is this elevator? Whatever, let's just... God damn it. I hate this mechanic.
Anyways, cringe. So that's where the prettiness ends. And that's not even the worst thing about them. First of all, you can't even feed them to cats. Which is honestly kind of based. Cats hate the tropical fish as much as I do. Meow meow bitch. Also can't cook them for some reason. Why? Why are they also worse than other raw fishes? Bottom line is, if I join an SMP and any of you walk up to me offering tropical fish, I'm taking that as a friend. Not twice, trash. The second worst food is beetroot soup, with beetroot following in third last. We all have different tastes, right? We all like and hate different foods. So let me ask you, the audience right now, what's your least favorite vegetable? According to this research in 2020, 90% of you will say Brussels sprouts, which is fair. Whenever I feel like everything is going to shit, I just eat them and tell myself that things can't get any worse now that I've eaten Brussels sprouts. 14% of you will say artichokes, a vegetable so bad the name a choked while naming it. 13% of you will say celery, and another 13% of you will say aubergine. The vegetable so despicable we can't even decide on a single name for it. And 10% of you will say beetroot. Let's just say Minecraft probably contributes to at least 5% of this hatred. Beetroot are 100% not worth planting as they are objectively the worst crops in the game, and the 9% of you who said broccoli are objectively wrong. 36, 37, 38, raw rabbit, cooked rabbit, and rabbit stew. I assume most of you watching are familiar with Minecraft farms. Essentials like cow and sheep farms, must-haves like iron farms, and luxuries like cobblestone farms. Was there ever a time you thought about having a rabbit farm? Anyone? Any takers? Put your hand down! Yeah, rabbits are kind of bad. First of all, rabbits are stupid enough to die on their own. Gravity, am I right? Second of all, they don't really drop a useful secondary item. I mean, what are you gonna make with a rabbit food? A potion of leaping? No. In other words, raw rabbit is 36 because you probably picked it up by accident. Cooked is 37 because now you've actually gone through the effort to cook that damn thing. And if you ever make a rabbit stew, unironically, you're pretty stupid. 34th and 35th are cooked and raw cords respectively. This isn't a dig on cords as a food, it's more of a massive bias I have against them as an item. You see, as someone who has played Minecraft since 1.4, I make sure to tell everyone that I'm a Minecraft veteran at every opportunity I get. I even wrote that on my job resume. And let me just say, I miss the old fish texture, man. Look at that classic blue-green look. Cords have always felt like a replacement. Look how they massacred my boy. I placed the raw beef 33 out of 41. 9 for worst food. If it seems too low, it probably is. You see, a majority of the time I kill cows, I want their leather to make books for bookshelves for librarians. And nothing else makes me want to grip my table in contained frustration than the sight of no leather and raw beef. Based on this purely anecdotal, irrelevant detail, I now have beef against beefs, and I am inclined to place them low on this list. Be sure to leave an angry comment telling me how angry you are that beef isn't as high as you thought it was, and maybe I'll heart you. Now we're getting into the foods that are not off, starting with bread in 30 seconds. It's actually a really good starter food, easily craftable from boring without returning the haystacks from the villagers. The thing I don't like about bread is that whenever I make a villager crop farm with wheat as the crops, the villagers will just make bread by default. Bruh, I came for the slavery and left being offered bread as if villagers were Jesus Christ himself. Same as beef, I am now unjustifiably biased against bread. Get down there. The same could also be said for our next entry, Rotten Flesh. One of the easiest sources of emeralds with a cleric. For some reason, it's the only way down once the flesh of its decaying brethren and is even willing to pay for it. I'm not gonna complain. But hey, the last thing I want to do is shave him for his fetishes. Unfortunately, I recently had food poisoning and it was not a pleasant experience. This pushes Rotten Flesh just out of the top 30. Rotten Flesh doesn't pass the vibe check, sorry. Starting off the top 30 are raw pork chops. Just like rabbits, I see absolutely no reason you should have a pig farm, unless you bought the game and honor one of Minecraft's best players, Techno. But you're not gonna eat the pig now that you named it after Techno Pig. Either way, at least don't frustrate you like raw beef, so they're 3 places higher. Anyways, mushroom soup takes the 29th spot. The reason these aren't down there with the big bowl brigade is because I actually quite like mushroom soup in real life. With the bias aside, can we all address the elephant in the room? Why aren't brown and red mushrooms edible on their own? You could say it's because they're poisonous, but suspiciously making mushrooms not poisonous aside, mushroom soups are the biggest waste for brown mushrooms you could have used for fermented spider eyes instead. But at least they don't require 2 mushroom sauces to make, so I'm not too mad. Number 28, cookies. Cookies are delicious in real life, but in Minecraft, I don't vividly remember eating these things, other than feeding them to parents because I'm a shit and a shit. So if you're enjoying this video so far, hit the like button on this video and maybe I'll give you my cookies since I don't plan to eat it. If you don't like it, I'll feed it to my pet parrot. Don't want me to do that to it. There's not much to say other than cocoa bean farms being so janky kinda pushes them into so bad it's good territory. Also, have I mentioned I love feeding cookies with carrot? 27th goes to Spider Eyes for a multitude of reasons, none of which are because it's a good food. There's just something hilarious about changing the textures of regular food with Spider Eyes and then letting your friend eat them, just seeing the pure panic they get from the poison. They're also essential to make fermented Spider Eyes, which, come on, you can't tell me that doesn't look like the tip of a penis. Spider Eyes are freaking awesome. Their coolness and pranking potential skyrocket them out of the lower 25% despite being awful foods. Pufferfish places in the 26. The other food that gives you poison. Way stronger poison. One of those foods that at first glance you can immediately tell I probably shouldn't eat this. And then you trip your balls. Just like how we tripped into this convenient transition. Happy birthday! It may not be your birthday, but there's a 0.27% chance that it is, and I like those odds. Your birthday cake places 25th in this rank. They're one of the only foods in the game that's a complete for creating jank stuff like the horse staircases and jank Lego blocks. One of the most iconic, most unique, and most classic foods in the game. Classic stuff gets nostalgia points. 25th you go. Which brings me on to 23rd, dried kelp. They're the only food in the game that can be eaten twice as fast, and this out of nowhere uniqueness just vibes me for some reason. Boosting them from 33rd to 23rd. Oh yeah! I forgot glowberries existed. This tier list forgot they existed. You forgot they existed. They're useful, I guess. 24th place, onto something less forgettable. Raw chicken places at 22nd, 8 places higher than pork chop. Why? It gives you food poisoning. The only raw food that gives you food poisoning as it should. This random realism is just really cool. You can see that I'm very consistent in my critiques and personal biases and have not been giving special treatment to one food or the other. Placing just out of the second half in 21st is melon for the simple reason that I find them a funny meme. Watermelon. Starting the top 20 are apples and carrots. Both of these foods are rather decent on their own, with apple being placed lower because I absolutely hate how they're harvested. Oh my god, who decided they should grow on trees? Both suffer from the same issue.
The universe.
Is we can eat a cooler version of them covered in gold. However, given they're an essential ingredient to their golden counterparts, I can't be too harsh. So these two sit comfortably at the borderline of the top 20. Following that, we have baked potato in 18. These are one of the best foods you can get in early to mid-game. Potatoes are easy to plant and give big harvests like carrots, but unlike carrots, they can actually be cooked to become better foods. Problem is, baked potatoes just earned my style. If you're gonna cook these things, cut it into slices and fry it. Making them just makes them taste so mid, and thus a mid placement it gets.
ナンバー17ゴーズトゥーローサーフォン There's not really a good reason to put them this high other than the fact that I like raw salmon. Eating raw salmon ice like eating sushi or imagine and it makes me proud of being Japanese. And I'm not even Japanese.
The 16th place in 41 Minecraft foods may come as a shocker, because it's the chorus fruit. Not only is their planting method so needlessly complicated, it just steps into the cool category. But did you know that if you get launched in the air, and if you're falling towards the void, you can eat a chorus fruit to save your life? 134 from a high that isn't greater
There
than
really isn't an Archon quest where I get interrupted by stupid shit like this
and I will
one.
never forget that. So the 16th place goes to the chorus fruit. Number 15. 14th and 13th best food in Minecraft goes to muttons. Something that really irks me is seeing all these content creators putting on this ugly as hell texture pack that makes the grass grow vertically. Give me the grass texture, the classic grass texture, the perfect blend of grass green and earth brown. Look at that beautiful lush greener. Muttons are this high because sheep eat away this beautiful classic green texture of grass, and I don't like that. The perfect balance of green and brown are either shattered by these ugly texture packs. Make grass have to plant vegetables, or desecrated by lawnmowers and sheep coat, shitting a brown texture, having a mutton on my habits before Room has at least one less grass destroyed.
Yeah, I figured she was
Unleash your
Emporio.
inner excuse yet gamble with the 12th place suspicious stew. But one of them is saturation. Are you willing to take the risk? Because I am. Shit. Come on. It breaks my heart to place them right out of the top 10, but 11th place goes to Pumpkin. One of the easiest to craft is restoring a fair full 4 hunger points each time. I'd say they're the best options for mid to late game, just before you transition into superfoods. They're one of my favorites. However, the saturation is a big sticking point, and as much as I love pumpkin pies, I think I have to place them here in 11 to show that I'm free of bias before the top 10, and show that I have the utmost integrity. Enter the top 10 Minecraft foods. The best food you can ever get in Minecraft, and starting them off is cooked salmon. Now, why is cooked salmon in 10? Well, it's because I like eating cooked salmon in 11. And that's it. Moving on, we won't be having two number 9s for the 9th place because it goes to steak and only steak. Steaks are rather popular contender for best food and for good reasons. They feel 4 hunger points and a whopping 12.8 saturation on par with the golden carrots. However, I'm still furious at more beef, and this arbitrary anecdotal emotion of mine continues to cloud my judgment even further, justifying me pushing steak down a few spots. Be sure to leave another angry comment telling me how angry you are that steak isn't as high as you thought it was, and I'll be sure to pretend to listen to her when feelings. This video is not sponsored by Honey, but they take the game to spot. Have you ever just opened a jar of honey, stuck a spoon inside of it, and ate the honey raw? Because that shit is diabetic levels of delicious, and that's exactly how I imagine the honey bottle in Minecraft to be. You can imagine all you want about the abysmal saturation, but I always imagine my Minecraft characters smiling whenever they drink one of these bottles, just like I do whenever I eat honey. They can also be used to make honey pots for those who want to be the second part of Nikola Tesla Redstone. And above all else, honey is made by honey. It's in pain. Bees are endangered. You get my pity. 8th place you go. Rather strange for potatoes to be in 7th, isn't it? Well, for starters, potatoes remove the main grudge I have with the other crops. Like beetroot, it restores half of the point, and carrots even restore 3 times the health. But the difference is that you can cook it, even if it's the wrong method. And best of all, they're one of the 2 crops that actually make it damn obvious when they're fully grown. Nothing pisses me off than seeing a crop thinking it's ripe and then being bamboozled into harvesting my crops too early. Even Minecraft usages aside, potatoes are just an absolute icon of today's culture. When the computer takes 3 hours and 60 minutes to render a 35 minute video, it's a potato computer. When you want to insult someone, sometimes that's a potato. And when you want to use a wish icon, it's a potato. But simply, potatoes are the best. And Jack, you can stop holding my phone.
Finally, oh my fucking god. No.
At the top, sweet berries. As food, sweet berries.
No.
But there's a reason
I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard.
Sweet berries are the only food in the game that can hurt people. They create berry bushes. Just by standing
What do I
next to
do?
them, they are slowly starting to
300?
much like children. So that inarguably the coolest food in the game does far outweigh their abysmal hunger and saturation. They're also used to cook boxes. Ah, look at them. They're adorable. I just want to cook one of those. Anyways, 5th place goes to cooked pork chops. Cooked pork chops are the same as steaks, so why are they 4 places higher? Where you see, I made my second survival with 1.6. All the luck, I've also spotted a Wilson forest, which means I lot of times
What am I supposed to do?
What makes pork chops a legal of steaks?
No, am I actually straight up locked out of the Archon quest right now?
Forcing them down these soul campfires, burning these
This is so
shells.
fucking stupid.
That's pretty freaking metal if you ask me. And that's exactly why pork chops are in 5th place. We're down to our top 4. This is where things start to get really controversial. Who will place where? How the singular ones place? For your favorite that hasn't been mentioned yet, place high. Or would you be the first of 4 to be mentioned? Oh, I'm getting excited just thinking about it. Time for the number 4 spot. the first place winner of the best score goes to Enchanted Golden Apples. Guys, like from here, do you ever get collector's anxiety? Because I, Xailorus, do. Even though Enchanted Golden Apples are by default the most regenerative food you can get in the game, their rarity makes them a few steps away from the top spot for best food. They give you absorption and regeneration 4 times stronger than the regular golden apple, and on top of that, they also give you resist and fire resist for 5 minutes. Pretty damn overkill if you ask me. Or if you're super cursed, you can utilize none of those benefits and instead make a Mojang bad. #worth. Following that, the third place goes to Golden Carrots. Here we are, the king of basic foods. Carrots are one of the easiest crops to plant, and gold nuggets come in bulk. Making golden carrots relatively on the cheaper side was still having the highest saturation ratio, plus L, plus Lizard R, an absolute must-have for players late into their Minecraft worlds. You can also use golden carrots to brew night vision potions. That is, if you are a moron, real Minecraft veterans don't need night vision potions, they make the sun shine harder. It comes to no one's surprise seeing them this high in the top 3. They are one of the best foods, keeping a good blend on flexing on others while still being practical. They also used to have this dildo texture. However, I personally think they are just barely beaten by the next food in line, the golden apple.
I don't know what to do.
Is there still be crafted? Trivializes fights as much as golden apples. Like, tell me a single fight in the game, other than the warning, that doesn't turn into a peaceful war with a stack of golden apples. Forget virgin saturation points. Golden apples have the Chan regeneration, providing a more reliable healing. Golden apple even bypasses hunger, being able to be eaten on a full stomach. What a Chan! But alas, for there to be a ranking, there needs to be a first place. So what takes the top spot? What beats the golden tree? The best food in the game. It's poisonous potatoes. I can explain. Poisonous potatoes have always been pushed aside, and everyone just always throws them away. They've always been hailed as the worst food, or even the worst item in the entire game. Having such a traumatic past, I just had to let the underdog win. The golden apples, the golden carrot, are not the protagonists of the story. Poisonous potato is. This is their underdog story, and this is their happy ending. And besides, after
It's
what
time to
happened in
move
the
on.
last video,
We
I just
shouldn't
had
stay-
to give poisonous potatoes the top spot. I genuinely did not expect them to be that useful, and it pains me knowing that everyone is playing Minecraft wrongly, especially when it comes to poisonous potatoes. Which is why you should click on this
Here.
video to find out what makes them so useful, and how you can play Minecraft correctly.
I don't get it. What can I do to get these coupons?
What should we do for our next?
I can go further down, apparently. I don't think I can get coupons here either. Fucking hell, this is so fucking stupid. We can go even further beyond. Okay, we're outside Midwest. What is this? This is unrelated.
I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard.
Complete commissions here. I haven't seen a single commission. I can do here. Okay. probably should have read. Supply Warehouse 1. Well, isn't this annoying? I can't get in.
It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
I don't get it. What does that do? The door is fucking closed. There we go. Oh my god, really? Everything exists to waste my time.
Things are going a little too smoothly today.
I'm missing 20. Or I can come. Or oops. What is this? No. No, 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 no. No, 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 I hate this game. No! What is this torture? I can go check the underground place again. First. Am I actually going to have to complete every world quest in this fucking shit before I can continue?
I sure hope everything goes smoothly. I can't be dealing with any funny business.
I can't interact with it. I can't interact with it.
I sure hope everything I can't be dealing with any funny business.
Something happened, I don't know what. Go to the blackboard apparently. Dormitory block mail room. That does not help at all. What the fuck is a block mail room? fucking hate this song.
But you are touring Europe. You must use the English opening. Develop your bishop's Italian style. And use the French. Sometimes I wonder if chess was born in Europe instead of Italy.
We get a 111 from the US.
A couple more.
I'm sure chess wasn't born in the US. English opening. C4 is forced. I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering why this guy has a 1-0 score against me. Well, I'll explain it later. Knight c6. So when he said I have to develop my bishops in the Italian style, I guess he means like square bishop to c4. So I guess e5. I'm lucky that he didn't put anything on c5 to prevent me from pushing my c4. e5. c5. Bishop takes c5. Bishop c4. 2 down, only 1 more to go. Queen e7. So in order to get an en passant, I need to get a pawn to the 5th rank, and my opponent needs to have a chance to push his pawn 2 squares forward. And at the moment, a pawn on g5 with a chance at f5 and h5 should be my optimal approach. So I guess d3. A single pawn on g5 is very loose, so I need something to defend it from afar. g4. Bishop e4 check. My bishop is already busy defending a future g5, therefore, I'm off with a knight. e6. g5. Alright, that is the first part. The second part is to get him play h5 or f5. And to be honest, I have no idea how to do that. Unless my pawn is dead. I'll take that pawn. Dude. If he keeps on taking my pawns like that, there is a chance that this challenge can never be accomplished. Knight f5. Aha. What an amazing chance. He takes f5. The plan is very simple. He doesn't take my pawn, but instead play h6 attacking my bishop. I'll go back this way. And he plays g5, allowing an absolutely amazing French move. Unless he pushes the pawn way too far forward without any reasons at all. I am speechless. Wait. If you really think about it, there was absolutely no reason for him to play h5, so I suppose that he meant to play h6, but mouse slipped the pawn 1 square further. Therefore I will pretend like he played h6, and retreat my bishop here. If he really mouse slipped that, he will definitely play g5 here,
And even though that obviously blunders
God.
a pawn, he managed to blunder his queen just a few moves ago. So blundering a pawn is actually nothing much. But I am so fucking smart.
I hate this.
Alright,
When I
now the
start the next
challenge is
video, it
officially
will definitely be
accomplished,
the
but ending
continuation
the
of the
video
Archon
with the
quest.
title of the game has
I
never been
believe,
well
I guess
received by
this,
my viewers.
the world or God or whatever's way of playing a cruel joke on me.
Totally fine.